as usual, before we start, vote for the next gun, and also tell me if you want to see the how-to videos of the file and this gun. So M2 Browning, M1918 bar, and M1919 Browning. So before we get into the gun, if you like my content, if you like cardboard guns, how about subscribe? We are just 69,000 subscribers away from overtaking Magical Amazing. And enjoy the video. Let's look at the history of the gun.
Now, Britain is a bit unusual in that they're one of very few countries that did not go into World War II with a submachine gun. Most countries were developing one. The British kind of looked down on the concept of a submachine gun as what they refer to often as a gangster gun. But about 1939, they kind of looked up and went, "My goodness, we need a submachine gun immediately." And what they ended up doing was grabbing a couple German MP28s. So they went ahead and manufactured about 50,000 of them. So this guy right here is a Lanchester. It is, as I said, it is basically a direct copy of the Bergmann MP28, which was in German service. So before the Lanchesters were even finished being manufactured, they're already looking for something cheaper and better. And this is where we get the Sten gun. The Sten is basically a Lanchester submachine gun with as much stuff removed as possible while still being functional. Everyone knew it was a crappy gun. It was as simple as it could possibly be, as cheap as it could possibly be, and it made no accommodation for basically user comfort or finesse or aesthetic. The British needed guns, and they needed them right now and in as large a quantity as possible. So, with that in mind, the main development was the Sten Mk.2. There never was really a good way to hold this. As a right-hander, if you hold it here, you kind of have your hand on the magazine release. It's not good. You can sort of hold it here, but if you let your hand get too far back, you're gonna get hit by brass and cause the gun to malfunction. You could sort of hold it here, but that's not as controllable. This is what guys tended to do, holding the gun like this. Between when they started production in August of '41 and the end of the war, these were in production all the way to the end of the war, they made right about 2.5 million of these guns, so a tremendous number of them.
So that's the brief history of this gun. Okay, let's look at the details of this gun. So we got the barrel, and then, you know, the bottom stuff here, everything, the trigger gun, the back, and the bolt and the charging handle, and then the bolt itself is detailed. You can see it's pretty cool. Heat shield or whatever, I don't know. And then the mag, and then the front of this mag thing. Yeah, that's all. Since this is such an easy gun to make, I built some features. For example, you got the mag, right? You just, there's a mag release button thing. You can see here. There's a spring. Can you even see them? Yeah, it works. In the front, where this is the thing that locks in.
Spring here, which locks the magazine housing in place.
Sights, the sights line up. And then you got the side here. I didn't have a spring, so I made one myself. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Working trigger. The fire selector.
There is a fire selector here. We have A for automatic, and on the other side is R for repetition, just like that. There is no safety on the fire control group. The safety is this slot up at the top. You lock the charging handle into that, and it safes the gun.
Forgot to mention is there's a safety for this. You can do this, and yeah, that's the safety of the gun. And yeah, that's it from the outside. Now let's get into disassembly, because since this is such an easy gun, of course I have to do it. Otherwise I won't get subs. We have this part right here. It's spring loaded. So I push this down. Okay. So you have this thing right at the bottom, and then you push this and you pull it back off slowly. There you go. So the back just comes off. And you have this, and then you, like the real gun, you pull the thing off, and it has this to secure it. Your spring would come out. So after the after the spring comes off, you pull the bolt out as well. You pull the bolt handle and the bolt comes out. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. That's the gun. Now let's get into assembly. So because I made the spring by myself, I have to like take it out quite often to stretch it. And then I just put it in. After I put the spring in. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna hold it in. Put the thing back in. And there we go. Comes up. Unlocks the gun. And then, yeah, that's the stand. So yeah, that's the stand. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it, and yeah, subscribe if you liked my gun. If you like my content, subscribe and like the video. Maybe share with your friends. I don't know. And maybe join the Discord server in my description if you've been this far. Yeah. So I post progress and sneak peek and stuff there. If you're interested, go and check it out. Bye.